I want to start with Urban Meyer because before the segment started, you thought this was crazy. Urban Meyer told Colin Cowherd that in reference to Lincoln Riley, if he was thinking about leaving Oklahoma, he said, well, if it's the Cowboys we're talking about, that's the one job you have to say, I got to go do that. It's hard not to read Urban himself into that statement. Is he talking about Lincoln Riley or is he talking about Urban Meyer?
Right.
Urban Meyer as a pro coach, we don't ever really talk about it. Haven't talked about it. We talk about it when it comes to Urban Meyer going to USC. We talk about his return to the college ranks. We do not talk about Urban Meyer in the NFL. Why?
Urban Meyer wouldn't succeed in the NFL. Urban Meyer's scheme in college is absolutely spectacular, right? The results speak for themselves. But the number one thing for his offensive scheme to be successful is the reliance of a quarterback run. That doesn't fly in the NFL. So that's why we never talk about him in the NFL. He's never, I don't want to say never, but very rarely has he had a quarterback that's been a prolific passer, right? Like Tebow was an incredible runner. J.T. Barrett was a good passer, but a good runner of the football. Alex Smith at Utah was a good, solid collegiate passer, but very much so a runner as well. And obviously he's had a good NFL career, but that's why we don't talk about him because for that offense to go, the quarterback run needs to be an integral part of it, and that's not reality in the NFL.
Okay, here's the thing. I think there's two different kinds of coaches that we talk about. Some are scheme-based coaches. This is Sean McVay. This is Kyle Shanahan, who's genius, and I'm not taking leadership away from them,
right?
But their calling card was scheme.
Right.
And then there are leadership-based coaches. There's no particular thing you point to and go, oh, he's going to give me that. What he gives you instead is just leadership, the ability to adapt, adjust, do different things well, get 53 men together on the same page. To me, this is Belichick. To me, this is John Harbaugh. To me, these coaches are undervalued.
Okay.
And I have to wonder whether or not Urban Meyer is not one of those guys. I know the leadership failings at the collegiate level. I know what he tolerated or looked over, but we're talking about professionals, in quotation marks, adults. And the only reason I say in quotation marks is because the age difference between a college player and a pro player sometimes is 1 year.
Yeah.
But these are guys getting paid. And Urban Meyer could
he
not lead these men?
Slope.
What?
Well, I mean, you mentioned some of the things that are tied to the past, right? That were looked over, whatnot. They're only bigger problems in the NFL because guys have the money to do even more. Like it's like being a parent. Little kids, little problems. Big kids, big problems. No money, little problems. A lot of money, bigger problems. And so some of those things that might have gotten overlooked, I don't know if you can say, like, leadership isn't just being good at X's and O's. Like there's a lot of things that are tied there. And, I don't know if an NFL owner, because of those things, can touch it, to be honest with you. I don't know. I don't think so.
All right. By the way, we talk about it because he mentioned it in reference to the Dallas Cowboys. Urban Meyer to the Redskins.
Listen,
but Dwayne Haskins is the quarterback of the future.
That could be a conversation that we could have. Well, no, because Ryan Day did that with Dwayne Haskins, not Urban Meyer. And again, Dwayne Haskins is not the running quarterback that has been a really big part of Urban Meyer's. I will say this because I know we're on Urban and I've got Oklahoma this weekend. If I was Jerry Jones, it's an empty play. It's an empty check down to Norman. Whatever you need, Lincoln Riley. Like watching those guys on tape.
Blank check.
Blank check. Whatever you want.
Empty check probably wouldn't work.
Empty check is probably not going to be the successful end results. But
blank check would.
That's probably how you pay your mortgage is empty check.
It is how I pay my mortgage. Don't try to rich guy me. I'm just a man of the people over here.
Oh.
Hi, everyone. Thank you for watching ESPN on YouTube. For more sports, more analysis, download the ESPN app. And for live streaming sports and premium content, subscribe to ESPN+. We'll see you there.